Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Sunderland, it is Bright Lights. It's episode 92 of Bright Lights, and here we are today with a massive doubleheader against Spurs, as you can see on screen, and then Arsenal. In terms of the table, you know, if you haven't watched last episode, you have to go watch last game. It was a crazy one against West Ham. It was meant to be a triple header between West Ham, Spurs, and Arsenal. That game was that good, it has its own episode now. So I do recommend you go watch that one back. We are getting closer and closer to that Premier League title. We're 9 points clear. Man United have Chelsea as well, which is huge. But if United can win this one and we lose, all of a sudden it just ekes back. Anyhow, we've got Spurs at home in a massive game. We can just keep on winning, keep ticking games off. Not even just drawing, keep picking up points. We can win the Premier League. Anyhow, we are going to go and take a look at the squad, which has obviously got Moreno out. We did go and appeal that suspension, which should not have been a red card in my opinion, but unfortunately he's got it, so Burgess will play. Arthur comes back into the squad as well, but everything else is the same. Everyone is fit apart from Haller to play this game. Haller has to start though. He just has to start because he's so good, and we can bring in Dyer off the bench to go play out there because he knows what he's doing. But anyway, it is Sunderland versus Spurs, and hopefully, we'll be okay. Look, this is a game that could go either way, but at least this one's at home. I think Arsenal away is going to be quite a difficult challenge. I've obviously got Ndombele and Fabinho, who we just sold to him this, in this season as well as we did have Fabinho. I want you guys to go and play your natural game and just be relaxed. Joe Smith seems relaxed. I just need to take the pressure off, boys. Take the pressure off, and let's go and beat who we need to beat. Anyway, let's go and man mark that, man mark Tom Davies, and obviously show their left-sided players onto their left foot. Can you make an episode to tribute Alex Smithies? I am planning to once this is all done and dusted, as in this season, or in terms of the save in general, because we won the Champions League and the Premier League this season. Jackson, I do plan on tributing Alex Smithies. I also plan on tributing Nicholas Adrian and how many goals he scores from free kicks. But we'll go through it anyway. Well, the chairman, I have absolutely no doubt the chairman has the best club in interest. They're just asking that because they rejected Smithies' contract. Who cares? Anyhow, it is Sunderland and it is Spurs, and here we go. Score predictions in the chat. Let us know what you're thinking as Yota comes forward. If we can not concede within 2 minutes, that would be great. And if we can get on the ball and knock it around, that would be even better as we get underway here. Doesn't look like we've started particularly well in terms of possession, but a game of not much going on, which is great. We could go on to later scores and see what's happening in that game here against Man United and Chelsea, which I think we will. Anyway, corner, Haller. Haller's ball. Nakamura, flick on off the bar and over. And there we go. Could have been. Anyway, Jota, free kick. Jota's free kick. It's a good free kick, isn't it? We're 1-0 down to a piece of little bit of brilliance. Jota goes over the wall with a knuckle ball and into the back of the net. Nothing Smith can do about that one. The wall's well set. It's just a great free kick. And we are 1-0 down. Yet again behind in the game. Yet again to the first shot. Yet again, that's not good enough. 2 goals in 2 minutes there at Stamford Bridge. And it's 1-1 between Chelsea and United. Look, we need a goal. We need to get back into this. Anyway, there. Nakamura. United just gone behind the Chelsea 2-1. That's huge for us. Anyway, Arthur. And no now. Can we keep it? Out the other side. Looking for Haller. Haller, what a touch to beat his man. He's got space. He goes on a run. Hitting his ball in there. Adrian doesn't win it. Headed away, but only as far as Haller, who can recycle. Haller in the middle of the field now. Driving inside. Still with Haller. What a run. Into Nakamura. Could have played Moran instead. Goes back the other way. Arthur now. Arthur still on it. Looks for Adrian. Doesn't find him. He had so much space to knock it into. Doesn't. And off goes Davison down the other end. What a run from Davison. Still with Davison. Still with Davison. Blocked. Arthur now. Daniel. Back to end. Dosek now. Into Arthur. Turns around. Looks second line to Haller. Good touch. Looks inside. Can he find the ball to win? No, he does. And no now. There's space here to put it into Nakamura's feet. He does. Nakamura back inside here. Still with Nakamura. Arthur there to Burgess. Burgess hits it. He doesn't score many the right back, but when he does, he always picks the corners. And Will Burgess with his 6 or 7 finishing makes up 1-1 for Sunderland. Will Burgess, 600k, I reckon from Charlton it was, many moons ago, turned into a wonder kid, has been ousted because he's not the greatest defensively, but he's big. He's a big part of this club, the Englishman. And there we are. I don't think he's nowhere near being offside. Yeah, I was going to say that nowhere near. But there we are. And it's 1-1. Chelsea are 3-1 up. A win today would be huge. A win today would make it very difficult for Man United to not win the title. Anyway, Fabinho back into Butland. Butland in the bloom. We press now into Mulder. And they've out past the press. And here we go. With space for Jota to run into. Still with Jota. Jota's ball over the top. What a ball to Davidson. Smithies probably should have got there. And it's 2-2, or it's 2-1, just like that. And Spurs have picked us apart yet again. Zach, by the way, thank you for the subscription on you, the subscription for subbing on the YouTube, my friend. Anyway, Davison there under Joe Smith. He's kept well in patches, Joe Smith, and then not. But yet again, these two haven't been really picking up their men. I might throw Kim Jam in for a game for Ives or Daniel for the Arsenal game. That might sound like a huge call, but if they're not performing together, I will get Kim Jam in there. Anyway, thankfully United are losing, which means we can actually give this game away. But I don't want to. Anyway, lads, I'm going to get aggressive here. I don't really do it too much, but get aggressive, get in their throats. Come on, boys. We're at home at the Stadium of Light. We need to see better. After into Daniel and off we go into Dosek, and away we are in the second half here. Look, we just need to keep doing what we're doing in the first one. Created enough chances here to score the second or score the third. But anyway, City, you're 1-0 up. Doesn't matter. City can't catch us if we look at the league table. I don't think they can anyway. I say that. City are probably in a better spot to catch us. Anyway, Jota, good catch from Smith. Maybe we have to start worrying about Manchester City, who've got a game in hand and are winning today. Who knows? Anyway, a win would be nice. Ives, second line, looking for Nakamura. Finds him on the feet. He turns brilliantly. The ball into the channel. And No's there. And No's 1v1. Somehow Butland. Oh, it's cleared off the goal line. And No should have scored. Oh, no. Should have scored. Come on, boys. From the corner. Haller. Good ball in backstick. Adrian's there. Heads it wide. Could have knocked it down into who was that running through? 28. Who has a 28? Arthur? Don't know. Anyway, come on, lads. Get creative. Is it going to happen? If not, we will switch to the 4-1-2-1-2. We're going to switch to it now. 4-1-2-1-2. Arthur off. Dosek's going to go more natural. We are going to get Alvary on. We're obviously going to go to that. We are going to go more attacking, but not change anything just yet in terms of being too drastic. But we will change systems. I'm going to tell everybody to push forward in a second. It's Haller. Backstick there. Nakamura. Straight up Butland. A point would be huge yet again in this game. Anyway, Blum in Dumbele. We are going to press obviously high in a 4-1-2-1-2. Jota now running with it. Jota's had a great game. Davison, what a touch. He's 1v1 versus Joe Smith. Smith, good save. Made himself big. Keeps us in it. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, Jota now. Ball in. Punched by Smith. He doesn't punch many. Anyway, Bloom now turns blocked. Jota in an offside position, doesn't even get to it, and so it will be a throw in. How do we go about changing it? Maybe we don't have to. Haller, backstick there. Adrian, how has he not scored? Free volley, 6 yards, straight at Butland. Wow. Change. Donaldson's not here to change it, but Haller's gassed. I'm going to get in Dyer on and move him up a line into a winger and get Nakamura up a line as well into another winger role. I think No's going to come off. We're actually going to be Matthew King as the shadow striker. The Australian has a goal in him or two. Let's see if he can do it here. Inject a little bit of pace. It's a highlight here. It's deep in our half though. Anyway, and Dyer picks it up. Off he goes. Look, second one. Alvary's in the South African. On he goes. 1v1. Alvary! Butland again! We're being FM'd a little bit. Butland's having a great one. United is still losing. Can we find a goal late doors? Is it going to happen? It doesn't look like it. We're going to lose the Spurs. And I tell you what, we are stuttering towards this Premier League title. 20 shots, 10 on target, and we lose 2-1 the Spurs. Got to tell the boys, simply put, it was not good enough. Have a good one, Jackson. Good to see you. We'll still be on well into the night, hopefully, because it means we're in the Champions League as well. Anyway, we are going to send the assistant to that one there. And that is that done. For everybody on YouTube, we'll see you in a second for the Arsenal game, which is also at home. And hopefully we'll be okay. We have to go out and probably win that Arsenal game. The big thing is, United didn't win. However, City and Liverpool have a game in hand. So all of a sudden we don't have to worry about United. We have to worry about City and Liverpool, who we got to play Liverpool on the final day of the Premier League. And Liverpool win most of their games as well. Anyhow, we'll see you guys in just a second on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Part 2 of episode 92 coming up in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube. Part 2 of episode 92. Sunderland Arsenal. This is a big game in terms of the title. We have got Liverpool and City closing in on us. We don't have to play City, but we do have to play Liverpool. Man United have also got Bournemouth today. That would be huge. If we don't win today, Liverpool and City have 2 games on hand in us. And all of a sudden, Liverpool, if they won both, would get the 72 and only be 3 points behind us. So a win today would be massive. Anyhow, We just have to get chances going. I've made one change for this game. Kim Jan's going to come in there for Daniel, because I don't think Ives and Daniel have played particularly well the last 2 games. Kim Jans and Ives have very good understanding, and Kim Jan's obviously a great centre-back for us. I also brought Moreno back in instead of Bill Burgess. Burgess had a good game, right, but Moreno's world-class, and we need him for this game. Anyway, Dosick, Arthur, No, Nakamura, Hala, Adrian. There's a lot of lads that are just going to have to play through this game, and hopefully we'll be all right. Anyway, let's go submit the team. And in 3 days' time, we got Man United in the Champions League, so it's not stopping at all. Anyway, we do have a very good record against Arsenal, but it'll be interesting to see how we go. Anyway, in terms of instructions, I'm just going to go, lads, I have faith in you. Let's go out there and do the business. I'm actually going to come off and go against what I have been doing for the whole season, which has been going and pressing everybody. I'm actually just going to go out there and let's just leave it to the assistant. Let's just focus on what we do, not on what we need to do without the ball. Let's focus on the ball, putting chances away, and there we are. With Liverpool not in action until you play late, it's a prime opportunity. We have any potential advantage and positive, we can assert our position. There we are. Let's not be so negative before the game. It's going to be us, obviously, in the red and the white, and Arsenal in the black here at the Stadium a lot. I've made a couple of changes tactically here, small things, you know. A couple of players have come in. I've changed how we're pressing, how we're playing without the ball here against Arsenal. Just trying to make sure that this is a game that we can go out there and play the best we possibly can and win, but at the same time, don't lose. A win is huge. A draw keeps us that 4-point gap to Liverpool if they were to win both their games in hand as well. Anyway, Arthur wheeling around, gets to the ball and whips it there. Back stick and no, blocked. And if it wasn't blocked, it was a goal. And No hasn't been in great form either of late. He hasn't really adapted to the Premier League just yet. He's been so up and down this season. It's obviously quality. But he has. Anyway, we have a very good record, like I said, against Arsenal. And anyway, Miranda's ball in there. Arthur, can he hit it? Surely from distance. Arthur's in the box. Lafonte, what a save. And it's still 0-0. Arsenal, I think, apart from... You know what? Arsenal's probably... Adrian's hit the bar. Wow. And Lafonte clutches it as it comes back down. Apart from... I think Arsenal's the best out of the big 6 or 7 teams that we have a record against. Probably next is Chelsea. And then Spurs and City. You know, we struggle against Liverpool and United a lot. But apart from that, we're all right. Anyway, we have not seen anything from Arsenal. No shots. 8 shots for on target. 70% possession. And a nose injured. Right before the Man United game, a potential foot injury. I don't even think of an injury, which is going to be okay. We're going to get in Dyer in there, obviously, like for like. And off we go. We lose one of our key players in William and No, the $84 million man. The German. He hasn't been playing great though of late, so it's not the worst It's not the worst player to have come out, but we don't want to lose him to injury. Anyway, if Arsenal were to score in the 45th minute after dominating for so long in this game, I would vomit. Anyway, Kim Jan heads away. Dosick's not even there. Rice there now. Here we go. Torreira. Can we press him? Can we win it? We don't. Fekir turns. Fekir. Ball in there. Hit it first time over the bar. Thank God. I was going to say, that would be absolutely disgusting that we have had 65% of the ball. They've had 4 shots and a half to our 11, and they would have scored then to make it 1-0. I would have cried. Look, we've been the better team. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll win this game. They have to have faith here. Most of the boys do. And I have faith too. Come on, lads, surely. Surely we can go and get a win here. A win is huge in this Premier League title race. A draw wouldn't be the worst, but the way we've played, we need to win this game. Anyway, Moreno gets on, and down he goes. But the highlight does end. Down he goes, and down the wing he goes. 50 minutes played. I'm actually going to tell the lads, because we've been dominating so much, get creative. Can we please? Smith into Kim Jan. Look, there's so much space in between the lines. Play Arthur. Turn, my boy. Ball to Moreno. Bomb on. Haller's in space. Steady finds and Dyer now. Back into Moreno. Moreno now. Can he get a ball in here from an angled position? He does. Backstick. Nakamura! Lafonte caught out a poor position, and Nakamura just had to place it in the net. And from about 6 yards out, puts it home. We're 1-0 up. And in terms of the title, this result would be huge, ladies and gentlemen. Huge. With City and Liverpool having 2 games in hand of us after this, a win today would be massive. And Nakamura with the flying volley from 5 yards out or so. And we've made our dominance count, and it's now a corner. 2 minutes later, Haller whips it in. Back stick there. Lafonte claims well. Unfortunately, could have gone for a second goal then back to back. He goes long to Lafonte, but we've got numbers there, and Kim Jen picks it up. He's defended sensationally so far. Finds Ives. Ives now with it. Still with Ives. Ives looks long. Great ball towards Nakamura, but didn't find him over the top. Instead, Nakamura wins the second ball, driving at people at will. Arthur now. What a ball to Moreno. Put it in the box, my son. Headed away. You thought the goal was coming with a ball out. Anyway, Arthur. Nakamura first time. Nakamura! The Japanezo again, and it's 2-0. The $70 million rated Japanezo and Yama Nakamura. My second favourite player on the save. Moreno's ball headed away, not the best by McKeon or by Rice. Arthur and Nakamura, and he loves that left foot across the keeper. We've seen it so many times this season, and we have made the dominance count, and we are 2-0 up. And look, the way Arsenal have played, you don't think they're coming back from there. There's still plenty of time for Arsenal to get back into it, but we have dominated. In terms of making a change, I am going to take Adrian off. He's not at his best of days. We may as well keep him fresh for the Premier League game. The Champions League game. And there we are. If we were to lose Nakamura to suspension, it wouldn't be the worst thing. The Wolves coming up either, so I'm going to keep him out there. It's corner though to Haller. Can we make it 3-0, please? Goal difference could be huge as well. Anyway, Nakamura heads it back into the box. Finds Kim Jan, hits it, blocked, and all of a sudden it could be Arsenal on the break. Here comes Alou now. They've got 2v2, 3v3, have they? They've got numbers out on this right-hand side. The ball finds a way to Kozar. Kozar with a chance to cut it. Instead, he goes Smith. What a save! What a save from Joe Smith at his near post. Get back onto behind the goal. Smith has moved here to go and cover a cross. Because look how many numbers there are across the box. 3 people to pick. He should have squared it. Smith moves. He goes near post. Smith goes there anyway and saves. Wow, what a moment in terms of this game. That's the first time we've seen Arsenal come forward at any real, with any real vigour. And all of a sudden they're coming forward again in the 77th minute. Bellerin's throw, headed into the box. Haaland cleared away by Ives, well, not as far as Courtois. The ball in there, headed by Haaland. Kim Jen only clears as far as Alou. We're at 6s and 7s all of a sudden. The pressure seems to be telling. I'm going to tell the boys, no pressure. Calm down, calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody just know what's going on. Just calm down. All right, there we go. Time's ticking away here. If there's ever a man to bring on in this situation, his name is N'Golo Kante. Get him on there for Dosek. Off we go. A little bit of experience. Kante comes on. Can we see this out now? All of a sudden, the game's ticking away. It's 4 minutes of added time. It looks like we have. What a huge result in terms of the Premier League. A win here against Arsenal as Smith collects. A clean sheet too, which is huge because we've looked like conceding in every game we've played. We've conceded in every game we've played so far on the stream as well. But we have looked like conceding. Today we haven't. We look like conceding once and our keeper bailed us out, which is fine. But every other game we look like conceding 3, 4, 5. Anyway, Haller's ball Nakamura. He could make it 3-0 here with a good ball in Nakamura. Alvary doesn't win it, and it will be cleared, and that will be it. Look, with the Champions League coming up against United, we can at least go and say about the title, it's in our hands. We've won here against Arsenal. We're a top 5 club. We've looked good. We've been confident. If we can take this into the Man United game, that would be huge. For everybody on YouTube, that is going to be next episode. It is going to be the quarterfinal of the Champions League against Man United. A side I did not want to draw at all. Anyway, we qualify for the Champions Cup. If we are going to be here next season, because we didn't win the Champions League, we've got 154 million to spend on probably a world-class goalkeeper. That is huge. Anyway, and No's out for 4 to 5 weeks. That could be his season done. Anyhow, for everybody here on YouTube, that is going to be the end of episode 92. I'll see you for episode 93 in a not too distant future, which will be that Man United game in the Champions League. For everybody on Twitch, don't go anywhere. For everybody on YouTube, link in the description below. Come follow us on Twitch. Go subscribe on the YouTube channel and give the video a like. It is very important, of course, and makes me feel happy too, so why wouldn't you do that? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye.